G'day guys, today I'm just going to go through the Unity project wizard and just go through the user interface of Unity, and yeah, so I might as well get started. So as soon as you load up Unity, you will come to this window which will be the Unity project wizard, which you can create a new project, or if you have a previous one, which I've got a couple there, you can open that. But there'll be a new project, so you choose your location where you want it. In my case, I'll just make a new folder on the desktop. We'll just call it Unity Tutorial. Select that folder. Then usually you put in these packages, but the packages I'll explain later on and tell you what each one does and just go through it. So once we've done that, just hit create and it'll bring up to how we are right now. So just say welcome to Unity, yippee. Here we've got some video tutorials, which pretty much what I'm going through right now. Unity Basics, Unity Answers, Unity Forums, which are pretty handy, and the Unity Asset Store, which is probably going to be your best friend because it has very interesting assets you can get for purchase and for free. So for now, up the top here we have File, Edit, Assets, Game Objects, Components, Windows, and Help. In Help, basically pretty self-explanatory. You want to find out information about Unity, or you want to manage your license or your manuals, or if you want to just anything about Unity itself, that's where you'd usually go to. Windows are pretty much like this is one window, which is your hierarchy, your projects, which is here, your project window, which is just a bit more of an opening version of it, so you can select things easier, and your inspector here on the right hand side, and your game scene and your scene. But you can add some more different windows as well, depending how complicated you want to get. Then you got components, which I'll get into a bit more detail later, and yeah, and then you got game objects if you want to create an empty object. Game objects I'll probably go through a bit later myself again. Create other game objects, so you can if you can see in here, you can create some cubes, spheres, cylinders, create some lights, GUI textures, particle systems, you name it. You can even do a ragdoll. There you go. Trees, you name it. You can do it in there. Assets. This is where you create your assets. So if you go create, you can make folders, your different scripts. We got shaders, or you can make prefabs, lens flares, you name it, all in there. Got your packages, which, as I said, I'll go through a bit later. And edit, you can go to you can edit your actual settings, so like project settings, so you can edit, if your base keys are WASD, you can change them all within these settings here. So project settings, render settings, graphics, these are just settings you want to change. But network and graphics I probably wouldn't touch unless you know a bit more. Render settings and project settings, and file, which is pretty much would be your best friend, which you can open scenes, create new scenes, save projects and open projects, and build and settings and build and run. I'll go into a bit more detail later, and that's basically when you actually get a copy of your game and you can play it. For now, that's just a little bit of the top menu. This will get continued after this, and enjoy.